And welcome back to Thief Deadly Shadows. We're still in the Rutherford Castle, but now at the inner courtyard of level 1. But to call them levels is a little misleading. The way the game is set up, you'll travel through town buying items, picking up things as you go, and then reach the location, open a door, and that activates the mission. But because this is the first level, pretty much a tutorial without information, you're here first, and then you explore the town after this.
Jenny was up all night sewing the new uniforms for Lord Ember. Hands all bloody this morning.
And Julian will change them right back when he returns, you mark me.
You think he'll come back?
I never said that.
I never said it either.
Right, so the story so far is that Lord Ember has the Bloodline Opal. Lord Julian believes it's his, and he was the guy who's going to break in this evening. But we took advantage of his cook right there. And the book just says that he's working both sides, and also gives us information about the secret trap to activate the safe in the basement. And I do love the physics in this game. Kitchens are usually an entertaining place to hang out. Lots of weapons and fire, food all over the place. I do miss the fact that you can't eat anything in Thief 3 as opposed to the other two. But we're going to help him out with his cooking since he's taking a nap. So grab the loot and the roast. Go ahead and toss it into a high heat oven for about 5 to 6 hours. Close that door, seal it, and just let that braise in there until the cows come home. Regarding the food issue with Thief 3, 1 and 2 you were able to collect everything you found, bread, vegetables, apples, and munch on those as health recovery items. And I thought that was a pretty nice trick. Instead of just drinking or buying a bunch of health potions, it seems kind of cheap, just sucking down some sort of liquid that heals you up. These drunk guards usually have some pretty entertaining prose, but he's got nothing to say today. He's pretty much asleep on his feet. So that's it for the first little bottom level. There is a dining area that I get off camera. There's about 3 or 4 cups, but we head up to number 2, and we've got to deal with Lord Ember and Lady Elizabeth's room.
Milady Elizabeth is a proper lady. She attended Lady Pollock's school for young ladies, and she can write in both ancient Brillian and modern Prinkish.
Well, I guess that's something.
Your Lord Ember's knowledge of the world is limited to the names of his ancestors and equine diseases of the mouth.
I don't like the way she looks at me, like I've been sneaking about or something.
Well, you are a bit unkempt.
It's them stairs. She has me up there 5 times a night changing the torches.
Oh, indeed. I shall inform Milady of your displeasure.
Don't you dare.
So there's a little bit of loot under the stairs there, but regarding the dialogue, I think it's spectacular. Ancient Beryllian and modern Prinkish. I'm almost convinced those are actual languages. This game, the style, is that the only information you really get about the world you're in is through eavesdropping on other people. And so they tend to drop in these strange words, and like Taffer is the very common cuss word in this world. And it kind of just builds this whole environment that you just kind of convinced. As opposed to something that there isn't a lot of speech, and if there is, it's in a book, it's a lot of words. a lot of nonsense to read. They're not very entertaining. But by creeping around these people's towns, you get a feel of their personalities.
As usual.
Nothing as usual. I do like this Seidel option. It's much cleaner than crouching, especially in these tight corners. But we're heading up to Lady Elizabeth's room now. She doesn't have much, just a little bit of information as well as some goodies that we can pick up. But definitely explore everywhere. There's no reason not to.
Better check on that.
Did I really hear it?
If something's there, I'm gonna be mad.
So they're getting grumpy, and I'm getting paranoid that he's going to come up those stairs. He doesn't, though. I think they can hear my footsteps below the floor, but nothing comes of it, so don't worry.
Getting spooked at nothing. Maybe my relief will come soon.
Poisons. Better make sure I wash my hands when I get out of here.
And this will all come back to build upon the story. Lady Elizabeth certainly isn't not much of a lady at all, in fact. And I love that. Always check the tops of beds. There's always good stuff up there. And that's it for the Elizabeth Tower. So you did have the option, of course, to knock this guy out while you were heading up the stairs. The concern is that he may fall after you knock him out all the way down the stairs to that other woman.
Sounded almost like
So I'm having an issue because he won't continue his route. He's standing, staring straight at that lighted area on the right. So I've got to irritate him enough to get him to break that route and come through and get around.
anyone there? This isn't funny.
It's nothing, but it was a nice change from all the bleeding and such.
Guess
And
I
there
was
we go.
wrong.
He's a little aggravated,
Here.
has a bad night, but there's one less knockout we have to do. Concerned about that servant right there, so we'll hit the fire. Gesundheit. So the Great Lord there's a door locked right in front of there, but you can just jump through this window, swing around, and get in the back way.
Why does no one take my side in all this?
This is great coming
I
up.
say, what was that? Very sloppy. That shouldn't be open. There, exactly.
You prefer it open? I do too. I meant to grab the key, but I slammed the door in his face.
Enough distraction.
Right, yeah, so, now he's not going to leave. He's just going to stand there thinking the door is going to irritate him again. So, here we are, Lord Ember. Always check
Another
paintings.
medallion.
And fires.
Wonder if anyone will pay more for a matched set.
No, there's nothing on top of his bed, but where's that damn secret switch? Jesus Christ. Don't back your ass into that fire. Hot. So there's the switch. You don't have to do any more knocking out. You've cleaned out everything there is up here, I believe. Keys moved on. So we are completely done with the bottom and second level of the inner courtyard. So we're just going to take a straight shortcut back through the transition cloud and get the opal. The gate should be open in the basement. We also have a key. Easy peasy, man. So if you were pretty thorough in the first little section, you don't really have to worry about anybody except this guy. He's another drunk guard. Always using the shadows to your advantage. And that is officially the last person you'll have to knock out on this level. Doors should be open. You have the medallion to open door number 2. Opal, get.
The Rutherford family vault. That opal is as good as mine. So this is what they all wanted. Well, it's better off with me.
So as you saw, gem collection was 96%. I am happy with that. Must have missed a coin somewhere, but if any of you know where that last coin is, post in the comments, and you will receive my warmest regards. Regarding the rest of the gameplay, like I said, there are some transition periods outside in the town, the streets. I may put a few in just to kind of balance out where I'm going from A to C. There's a lot of traveling through the streets. You got to show some of it. But I'd like to focus on the missions. I think they're more in depth, a lot more dialogue options. See you then.
The Bloodline opal's mine now, and based on the size of this thing, I'd say it was worth it. But something tells me this Lady Elizabeth character had her own plans for the Rutherfords. I'd better get the opal to Perry soon. He can cut it into smaller stones that are easier to move.